You know, it's an absolute privilege to sit here and say I can remain endlessly motivated, indefatigable wherever I want to go. However you look at it, however you say it, I do not stop. I don't, especially when it matters so much to me. There's many examples over my past. I could have told you a whole elaborate 12.5 minute story of how I grinded Call of Duty. I could have told you an elaborate story of how I grinded GTA. But you don't want to hear that. I remain endlessly motivated. You want to find out how to do the same? Absolutely, I have the solutions for you. First thing is to be pissed off. You need to be angry. You need to be upset, frustrated. You need to feel almost hopeless. Hopeless as in you feel like there's nowhere to go. Almost like a homeless person. You have a roof over your head like I do, but you just don't feel at home. And I know my family might be watching this, but I don't give a fuck. You need to be unhappy with where you are. Unhappy location-wise, unhappy time-wise, unhappy finance-wise. You need to be pissed off that you don't have enough money. You need to be pissed off that you don't have the dream house you want. You need to be pissed off that you can't live the dream life you want to. You need to have that anger and agitation. If you don't have any anger, any agitation, any frustration inside of you, what do you think is going to drive you to do the work? You're going to wake up every day like, yeah, but I'm here and I'm happy here. You're going to be Mr. fucking content your entire life. You're never going to achieve shit. Let me just be blunt and honest with you, my friend. You need to be fucking angry. And if you're not angry, then don't expect to have any passion towards work. Don't expect to ever achieve anything from work. I'm going to get pissed off right now because there was a fucking fly that caught my eye. Genuinely, get pissed off at everything. Then you're going to have more emotion. You have more emotion, you put it into your work, you produce more results because you know something. Yes, you get more pissed off, more and more agitated, more and more angry, more and more passionate that you leave this rubbish life you're living. Just put it bluntly, put it as bluntly and horribly as possible. Make it seem undesirable for even a homeless kid 5,000 miles away on the other side of the ocean. Make your life seem like hell inside of your mind. Make it a battle. If it really is, you won't need to, but if it isn't, make it a battle, right? And then let everything piss you off. There was a fly just then, I might have talked about it. I don't know if I cut it in or out. It pissed me off because it literally distracted my flow. Okay, so now I'm going to put more into the video. You noticed a little bit of an energy shift, didn't you? Noticed a little bit more passion behind my words, a little bit more volume in the voice that I'm speaking with. You noticed it. And the thing is, once I have this passion, I produce better quality work. We both know to be freed from this shithole that you're living in, that we've just created, you need finance. You need to work in a business. You need to do a fucking job somewhere. You need to do something somewhere that actually elevates your life. You need to not sit down and play games for 12 hours a fucking day. You need to work and work and work and play games at the end of your day, right? Play games at the end of the day. Play games when all the work is done. Use it as a driving force if you really must. And the only other thing I'd like you to remember going forward is that photo. The infamous photo normally referred to when gambling. The diamonds right behind the wall. There's a reason that photo blew out in the first place, and it was because it was in a book, a business book. I don't remember which one exactly, I can't pinpoint it. But there was a book that people read, and they realised in business you could be right there, right before failure. Right, you've seen the picture, I'm sure I put it up by now. You're right there, right before success, and you give up. You turn away with your pickaxe like this. The other guy who keeps digging is going to get all of the fucking diamonds. Now, don't use this for negative things. Don't use this for bullshit like gambling. Don't use this for bullshit like alcohol drinking. I'm one alcohol away from, becoming sentient, becoming a god? Of course you're not. Stop drinking alcohol, stop doing drugs, of course. Use this to actually work towards business. You're right there. I'm right there. Instead of quitting, you just think every single day, I don't really want to. Because let me be honest with you, I was going to take a break 2 months ago. A break, right? 1 day break, which would have ended up being 2 weeks, 3 weeks, complete loss of motivation and complete failure. But I was going to. I really did think about it. And then I realised I might be right there. And I kept going, and I got my most viral video yet. You are right there when you want to quit. If you feel like giving up, know you are close. Know you are so dangerously close that if you quit now, you will just live life not knowing what you could have had, not knowing what you could have achieved. So use this image, save it in your phone maybe even, just save it in your mind. You are right there. The diamonds are 3 days away from you. And even if it doesn't happen, if you consistently think this, you'll keep working. The diamonds are right there. I'm getting closer and closer to the diamonds. When you're strip mining in Minecraft, you don't just stop because you get fucking bored. You're like, I need to find some diamonds. I need to find some diamonds. You get closer and closer and closer. and then you find some. Then you win. And it's the same philosophy in business, same philosophy in living what you want, same philosophy in being motivated to have a dream physique. You are right before another extreme muscle growth period where you're about to make so much gains and look exceptional at the end of your bulk. Are you just gonna fucking quit? You know, use whatever you need. Use this motivation wherever you need. And actually go out and change your life. Take care.